I'm about to show you how to gain a massive advantage in your fantasy draft using performance cliff detection and 210-factor analysis. First, let's get your data loaded. Sign up for Elite membership to receive the full 210-point analysis engine worksheet. And then just drag and drop that analysis file here. Next, enter your league settings. So let's set the league setting to 10 players and give ourselves the #1 draft pick. Now let me show you the interface that gives you the edge. On the left, below the player name, you'll see some of the critical elements that factor into the analysis score, including offensive line impact, QB tier, depth chart position, play caller impact, and strength of schedule impact. It also includes player and positional specific stats, like rushing share for RBs, target priority for receivers, and even rookie draft round and tiers. The last piece of critical information that sets us apart is the inclusion of up-to-date, season-long prop bet projections. To the right of the players' names, you'll see their position, ADP, and most importantly, the analysis score and players' positional tier, which are 2 of the 4 ranking factors in our recommendation algorithm. The 4-factor recommendation algorithm includes our analysis score, tier scarcity, need, and ADP timing. The analysis score represents a player's success probability. This is our mathematical evaluation of 210 factors that are weighted into our recommendation algorithm to identify players with a higher likelihood of achieving success. Let's look at our first 5 picks by ADP. They are all great picks that should perform well, but our recommendations are pointing at Chase and Gibbs for the edge due to their Tier 1 status and extremely high analysis scores. Why the difference? From a quick glance, the recommendation score is being impacted by Tier 1 scarcity, QB tier, play caller impact, and strength of schedule impact. Now that doesn't mean that Robinson, Barkley, or JJ aren't great options as well. All it means is that these 2 players have serious external factors that, with all things equal, dramatically enhance their likelihood of success.
Which brings us to the second factor.
Tier scarcity. Players are organized by performance tiers. Each tier is based on last year's performance, where our analysis identified significant performance cliffs. Tiers 1 to 2 are considered elite in every position, while tiers 3 to 4 are still considered excellent. Tiers 5 to 6 are good. Tiers 7 to 8 are average, and anything below 9 typically indicates either below average metrics, previous year injury, or lack of historical data, in the cases of rookies. These tiers factor heavily into the scarcity-weighted score in our recommendation algorithm and are designed to feature positional scarcity to ensure that you don't miss out on players before those big performance cliffs hit the draft boards. The third factor is need. This factor weighs the immediate need in your active roster to ensure you're not making the mistake of going too heavy in one position at the cost of another. This opportunity cost factor ensures recommendations help you draft a balanced team, all while accounting for positional scarcity. The final factor is timing, which weighs a player's current projected ADP against other factors to ensure you don't waste a pick by reaching too far for someone who would most likely still be available when your next pick comes around. Our color coding system helps make everything clear. Tiers are color-coded. Blue for tiers 1 and 2, green for 3 and 4, yellow for 5 and 6, orange for 7 and 8, red for tiers over 9. Players are also color-coded. Blue for top 15% of analysis scores, green for 16 to 40%, yellow for 41 to 70%, red for bottom 30%. You can easily filter by position to see positional scarcity at a glance, using the color breakdowns to identify good and bad player value. Identifying value is where the tool really shines. Look at Baker Mayfield and Bo Nix. They are both Tier 2 QBs with high analysis scores, going in the 6th round. Knowing that, do I want to waste an early round pick on the Tier 1 QBs when premium RBs and WRs are still available when I can try to get these guys later during the RB and WR dead zones? The flip side to that is, it also prevents you from drafting popular names that may be poor values. When I scroll down to round 3 WRs, I see popular names like Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, and Marvin Harrison Jr. with poor analysis scores. Does this mean they won't perform? Not necessarily, but it highlights deficiencies in external factors that could impact their play and encourages me to look at better options. Now let's see the tool in action during a live draft. With my #1 pick, I'll click Jamar Chase. Watch what happens to the interface. Notice the scarcity alert in action. Only 1 elite WRs remaining. The tool is tracking tier scarcity in real time and warns me about performance cliffs approaching.
Pay attention to the dynamic recommendations.
For my next pick, The tool recommends what it considers the most optimal players. All are Tier 1 and 2 players with excellent to elite analysis scores. Notice how it considers positional need, value, and timing to determine the final recommendation score. As these players get drafted, the recommendations change because the tool adapts to who's left on the draft board. No more guessing about position runs or scarcity. Be sure to watch for upcoming positional drop-offs in the scarcity analysis on the right above the recommendations. This is performance cliff detection in real time. This is what sets us apart from every other tool. Real-time tier scarcity tracking with performance cliff detection. Mathematical analysis scores based on 210 factors that are not subjective rankings. Las Vegas betting projections that other tools completely ignore. 4-factor recommendation algorithm that considers analysis, scarcity, need, and timing. Time-saving automation. No more hours of research because the tool has already done the analysis for you. That's how easy it is to draft with mathematical precision instead of guesswork. While your league mates are drafting with outdated rankings and gut feelings, you're using real-time scarcity analysis, performance cliff detection, and the same Vegas data that sets betting lines. You're not just getting better rankings, you're getting a complete competitive intelligence system, ready to dominate your draft.